Today's video is 15 signs that he doesn't want a relationship with you. I really hope that none of these signs resonate with you, but if they do, I hope that you kick the guy to the curb and you find someone much better. So stay tuned. He comes and goes as he pleases. You may find over time that he just does what he wants pretty much all the time. Sometimes he texts a lot and then other times he just goes completely silent. Maybe he'll go on a date or two with you, but then he'll just go cold all over again. And it could be that he just isn't really looking for something serious, or he may have intimacy issues. He cancels on you often. Does he have a habit of cancelling plans on you? Now, it's reasonable, we know this, for things to come up occasionally, but if he is really cancelling consistently on you, then it's a sign he isn't serious about pursuing a relationship with you. He has problems in his life he needs to sort out first. Now, if he has multiple things going on in his life right now that aren't compatible with a relationship, he may not want one. So these could include problems with work, health problems with family, baby mamas, you get it. He texts and flirts, but at no point actually asks you out. Now, there are some men who will happily get into texting with you, maybe a little flirting and possibly even a date. But when push comes to shove, they don't actually want the responsibility of a relationship. They just enjoy the attention. He will hang out with you, but he won't go on any real dates. He may well be really nice to you and enjoy hanging out with you at each other's places, eating in, getting pizza, watching movies, but he has no interest in going out in public with you and having a romantic meal together. So ask yourself, why would this be? He might talk about the future, but he inevitably puts off any plans. Now, it's easy for someone to talk about the future. Of course it is, we do it all the time. But without ever attempting to put any plans together in place, it just shows the relationship is meaningless for him. It's possible they are just using this type of talk just to kind of keep you around. And they can like you, but they don't want a serious relationship at the same time. In at number 7, he doesn't want to introduce you to his family or his friends. Now, for most people who are serious about a relationship, they're gonna be really excited to introduce you to their friends and family at some point. They are, of course, perfectly acceptable reasons they might not want to introduce you to family. They may not get on with them themselves, for example. This next one I have done many times and I feel like I can change someone's mind, but we can't. If he told you outright from the very beginning, and he's been very clear that the relationship is not something that he's just looking for at all, if he said this from the start, please believe him. You have a very slim chance of changing his mind. I promise, I've been there, didn't work. He doesn't define the relationship. If you guys have been seeing each other for a while now, but he refuses to define that you actually have a relationship, then that's not a good sign. Because if he was serious and wanted a relationship, you would be expecting him to define it in some way by now. Facebook requests, Instagram pictures, you get it. He asks you out, but then fails to actually plan anything. Now, why would he do that? Sometimes it's a simple case of them enjoying the texting and chatting, but they don't really want anything more from you at that moment. Or he could be buying time and seeing what other options he has. Either way, it's not good. He is friendly when he sees you out, but doesn't try to contact you. You may have joint friend circles where you end up seeing each other occasionally when you are out doing your thing. Do you find that he's happy to see you and super friendly with you when you're together, but other than that, you just don't hear anything from him? And yes, I get it, it's very confusing, and it could be that he's either really shy to make a move, or it could be that he just doesn't want a relationship with you. He's too busy. Life can get in the way of relationships, I promise, but if he's open and tells you he's simply too busy for a relationship, girl, listen to him. He may well really like you and say he does, but if the time's not right, it just isn't right. He won't take down his dating profiles. This is a major sign and a huge red flag. He is not interested in a relationship, depending how much you've seen each other, of course. If he's unwilling to take down his dating profile, it's a pretty clear sign he's not interested in being exclusive with you. He tells you he misses you, but makes no attempt to see you. This could be a classic case of him knowing exactly what to say to keep stringing you along. If he misses you and there's no reason he can't see you, he would make the effort to see you, right? Otherwise, it's just empty words and he's using you. He shows no interest in you or your life. A total lack of interest in you and your life is another sign he is completely not interested in a relationship. You would expect someone who did really like you to pay attention to you, what's going on in your life, what big events are coming up, and if he doesn't pay any attention or even ask questions about your life, it shows a lack of interest in you and a lack of having a relationship with you and possibly a relationship in general.